apologize for that. It just wants to drop and then pick back up again. I did purchase a Ethernet cable that's long enough to go from my router in here to my room. So, whenever that arrives, hopefully the broadcasts will stop dropping and we can roll. Scorpio, as I was saying from part 1 of the reading, we have the 10 of Cups. So from the outside, looking in on the situation, people don't see this as limited options or hidden options. They see you as having a cornucopia available to you. This 2 of Cups card and the 10 of Cups card are indeed very similar to each other. So that is a good energy to have around you. Here in the future, we have an interesting turn of events. We have the Judgment card. You could be tested moving forward. This is going to be something that could either be a test of your faith, it could be a test of your moral character, it could also be a life-changing examination or course of initiation that you undergo to lead you to a completely different level in your life. But of course it can go one of 2 ways, this being a general reading. And we have the King of Swords here in your hopes and fears position. So the King of Swords is somebody who's very logical, very level-headed. Some of you might have a Libra cusp that you are working with. The King of Swords is also somebody who leads by logic. This is pure air of air energy. So the King of Swords is also very much like the Justice card, and also very much like the Ace of Swords on the other end of the spectrum. You could have a lot of air energy in your chart, Scorpio, or you could be dealing with somebody who is highly logical in this situation, or desiring that your partner be highly logical in this situation also. So in the midheaven position, we have the 7 of Swords. And the 7 of Swords has to do with treachery, theft, deception. Because at this particular time, we have this 7 of Cups, where there are things that are kind of hidden, right? This 7 of Swords in the future could mean a few different things. So this could mean that you find out that somebody's been hiding things from you. Probably not the partner, but could be other people. The 7 of Swords in reverse could mean that because these things were hidden from you, there wasn't an opportunity for subterfuge also. That's another possibility. And here in the future, we have this Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is a very young, precocious fire energy. The wands are earth of fire. And the Page of Wands can sometimes be a partner who's very feisty and erotically charged, but not very mature. So that could be the final outcome of this situation if this is a love reading for you. If this is about a friendship or about a business situation, this Page of Wands, however, could be the start of a new creative endeavor. The pages bring things, right? So the Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles both bring in these offerings. The Page of Wands brings in creativity. So this could be inspiration. It could be a burst of energy just when you need it the most. And of course, the Page of Swords brings in the secrets. But we didn't have that card in your reading, so that's all I'll say about it for now. Alright, Scorpio, so I hope that you were able to follow along with me as I switched over broadcasts, and I do apologize for the interruption. I'm working on getting all of these things ironed out. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna go for it. So let's move on now to the sign of Pisces. Pisces, 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 my spicy Pisces, spicy Pisces, spicy Pisces. And let's see what we have here. So, Pisces. Interesting. Ooh, that's really interesting so far. Oh, yeah, this is really something, Pisces. Interesting. We've got quite a few 9s in your reading. The only 9 that we are missing is the 9 of Pentacles. Let me see if I can find it here in the deck, just for reference. What time is it? Okay. Ah, yes, here we go. So what cards are around the 9 of Pentacles? I do this sometimes. We've got the Hermit. So being alone and independent. And then on the other side of that, we've got the 4 of Pentacles, which is about conserving resources. So those could be things at this time, Pisces, that it would be good for you to do, since it seems they are lacking from your reading. Okay, so let's look here at, oh, hold on. I have to take my notes first. Okay. Pisces. The first card in your reading is the 9 of Wands. This is a defensive energy. It's guarding carefully and jealously what you already have. And this is crossed by wish fulfillment. The Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. So many owls, so many bones, so many ravens and bats. How could you lose? How could you be unhappy? So it could be that you've had a wish fulfillment, but it's been very hard fought. And therefore you're very guarded about it because you don't know if it has the potential to fall apart. And indeed, here in the past, we have the Five of Swords in the reverse. The Five of Swords is a card of great contention and battle. Now, this is on the other side of that battle. So, that this person standing on this pumpkin here has been the victor in this situation. And I do think that's you, Pisces, that you had a hard-won victory, and that's why now you are defensive about this wish fulfillment. Down here in the MMCLI, we have the Fool card reversed. And you can see that this person has a jack-o'-lantern for a head, and the light is streaming out of their orifices. So that means that they're not really going to be able to see. But they are very similar to the Hermit card in some ways, because they are illuminating the world, even though their head is only got a candle inside. But this card being in the reverse, right? So we've got loyal companions, we've got not a care in the world, but because this card is in the reverse, it's in the MMCLI, which is the current foundations on which your destiny will be built. So when we see the Fool card here in the reverse, that's telling us that you have already kind of learned some things. You've gotten wise to your surroundings, and you're not going to be easily led off the path that you need to be on. So this is one of those situations where it could be that you actually benefit from having a card in the reverse. The Fool card is actually a pretty good card. It has a tendency toward naivete, but in this case, I don't think that you will be experiencing that. Inversely, however, there could be some naive behavior on your part. We do have the Nine of Swords reversed. And this could be that you should be more worried about current situations than you are. It could be that you are conquering anxiety at this time. So there's a couple of different ways this could go, right? So sometimes these things are very good, and sometimes they're not as desirable. And I think that in each of your personal situations, Pisces, it's really going to be up to this delicate balance, because that's really what I see here is kind of a delicate balance between all of these different factors. Not being too jaded that you don't enjoy what you're reaping at this time, but also not being so airy-fairy that you just let it kind of slip through your fingers. From the outside, we have the Knight of Cups reversed. So this is other people's perceptions of your reality. And with the Knight of Cups reversed, sometimes the Knight of Cups is bringing in romance quickly, but sometimes the Knight of Cups is about your head and your heart and your gut and your body and the way that your emotional states are the communication between the psyche and the body. And so when we have this card coming out in the reverse, and it is referring to other people's perceptions of you, other people could be seeing you as being excessively moody at this time. You could be prone to mood swings. You could be having some other emotional issues with the people around you. And so I would just be very cautious of that. Remember, when I went through the deck and I looked for the Nine of Pentacles, we had on one side the Hermit, that maybe there's a need for isolation. And on the other side, we had the Four of Pentacles, that maybe there's a need to conserve your own energy as well. We have a pending manifestation for you for the future, Pisces. This is the Magician card. It is aligned with the planet Mercury and is all about manifestations. It's all about your creative power. But here it's showing up in the future in the reverse. And therefore it's a little bit difficult to see, to divine how this manifestation is going to take place. I do think that it is possible because it's reversed, it's pending, and it's not set in stone yet. So make sure that your defensiveness doesn't get in the way. Make sure that your own feelings about things don't get in the way, that you are staying the course, because here in the future, we'll get to that, and here in the current situation, things are very good. Here in the hopes and fears, we have the Page of Swords reversed. You could be afraid that people are spying on you, or that, oh, well, I appreciate you checking out my music, and I understand why it might not be something that you would necessarily be drawn to. The Page of Swords in the reverse is about surveillance. It's about eavesdropping. So you could be afraid that other people are kind of like paying a little too close of attention to you at this time. That would be Nine of Wands defensiveness also. But now we're getting to the good part. So the midheaven position. We have this Ace of Cups. This is going to be a renewal of your emotional energies, Pisces. Ace of Cups is also pure elemental water energy, which is aligned with your sign of Pisces. So this is a very good energy for you. And because it is the result of this Fool being in the reverse, so projecting this light outward, even though there is not a lot of substance behind it. It's kind of like a fake it till you make it energy even. And I'm not strictly reading the Fool card by its meaning. You know what I mean? I'm kind of like adding a few extra layers of my own. But I think this is going to be a very good outcome for you where this Ace of Cups is concerned. The Fool is also aligned with the planet of Uranus. Uranus is an iconoclast. And could have to do with the energies that you're bringing to other people, because at this time people are perceiving you perhaps as being a little moody or a little kind of depressed, possibly. The final outcome energy for you. So this is going to be very good for all of you who are looking for a new stream of income, if you're applying for jobs at this time, or if you are taking part in other wealth creation endeavors. We have the Page of Pentacles upright. So the Page of Pentacles is an offer. This could be a job offer. It could be an offer to go into partnership in a business. It could be an offer to rent, to share a space, or maybe it's something else coming in that is going to lead you to making more money, Pisces. So overall, a very good reading. All right, water signs. Well, I greatly appreciate your time and patience, and I'm going to end the general live stream here, and then I'm going to go over and I'm going to film the extended, which involves reevaluating all of the cards for overall water sign energy in conjunction with crystal scrying. So if that's something that interests you, I invite you to join us over on the members side of the channel. But of course, I realize that not all of you are ready for that, so that's fine. Also, any level of commitment is appreciated. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you again very, very